Hey, what's up, you guys? So, this is gonna be like a little bit of like a late nights download sort of thing. I'm so sorry, first of all. You, like, that should be obvious. You probably can't even see me. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, like, fix this and post in some sort of way, but I know you probably can't even see me. But, Rich, you can hear me, and that is what is important, you know? I'm really sorry about that, but I mean, I really like doing, I like coming outside at night, first of all. Like, it's really fun, and it's really chill. Um, because nobody is outside, and that's what I like. Um, just in general, like I love coming outside when the space is just really empty and quiet. Like, there are people here, so you feel safe. But you know, I do like to be alone. I love people, but I do like to be alone. So being out in that space is kind of nice. Especially, and the night just really solidifies it. It really just makes it feel good. But anyways, um, uh, I am calling it specifically like a late nights download sort of thing because all day I had sort of a lot of stuff going into my head. Um, uh, I feel like it's kind of because I'm more so working on creative projects right now. So like when I do that, I just get inspired a lot. So I get a lot of like stuff coming to my brain a lot. Um, but yeah, let me read some of the stuff that I was like getting and feeling. Um, so the first few are kind of like they seem simple, but like I sort of got like they were nagging me to be like write them down. So I was like, oh, okay, that's what I'll do. So I did it. And it was the first few. First one is my cat, or my sister's cat to be more specific. But my cat did not want to be alone today at all. Like she, it was like worse than usual. Like she'll like meow to want to get in for like a few seconds, but today it was like she was like crying out. So I don't know. There could be a bit of not wanting to be alone right now. Could definitely understand that. Like we're kind of in like Pisces season, and that can be such a redfish bluefish energy of like you want to connect, but you want to connect to people outside of you, but the real like treasure is connecting to yourself, and then that can be like a difficult thing to like wrap around because like the reward doesn't seem as fruitful as connecting to someone else, but either way, that cat did not want to be alone and she was crying. So maybe some of you are crying as well, which I also understand because I cried probably like 10-15 minutes ago. So like I do get, and whatever you're going through, I do hope that you get through it like as safely and soundly as possible. I'm sorry about whatever that is, but it does feel like just like a very constrained, not constrained, but just like a, what if I can, not wanting to be alone, which is totally understandable. Um, my advice to it is kind of dumb sounding. It's just to find the things that mean something to you and take that step by step, and sort of like find find in the same way that you would go out and romanticize another person and take care of another person, which you're already doing that way to yourself. But I don't know. I feel like there probably just needs to be some more of that, like some more like loving on yourself in a sense. That's what I'm feeling. Um, oh my god. So my dog has got like fleas right now, and holy hell, I've never like dealt with this before because I've never really had an animal. I'm 21, and I like literally have always wanted a pet. Never had one until I turned 21. So I got one, and now I'm learning how to deal with fleas, and this is a whole new experience. And even though I'm sort of making progress, it's pulling so many different things in me. But that's what I wanted to say. It's sort of like it's a really huge parasite of an energy, and it's gross. but I'm learning to work and deal through it, and it's freaking me out because I don't want her to be hurt in any way, or like I don't like the fact that she's like in distress over this. Um, so I feel like that's just sort of like mainly what it was. It's like a parasite sort of an energy that sort of like whatever that is. I think that might be it for that because I don't feel anything else with that. It's just the parasite was the most important. The flea part, the distress, and the having to take action to like get rid of that parasite, like never having dealt with sort of that thing before. That's sort of the gist of that, you know. Um, it's so funny. It's because they're so dumb. There's an itch that someone cannot scratch. I swear to God. I swear to God. Because first of all, I've been itchy as hell. First of all, and second, and third of all, and it's not my fault. 'Cause I'm clean as hell. So, somebody out there better clean it up because there's some itch that someone cannot scratch, and I say that in a joke, but I mean it more so like, it's you know that feeling when it's like an itch you can't scratch. It's like it's almost something that it's like just out of reach, or just a feeling that you can't like satiate or satiate when I don't know how you. I'm pretty sure I said that like right-ish, but like a feeling. I mean like a feeling that you can't when you can't. You know the feeling. Yeah, I'm looking for the words. When you can't scratch that itch, when you can't solve that problem. Jesus Christ. That was like pretty much it. Is there something that you feel like you just really can't like reach or solve? Most likely. But there's just like an itch that someone just can't scratch, it feels like. Um, Other than that, there was Venus was important. I saw Venus quite a bunch. And a couple more. Just a couple more. And then after this couple more, I forgot to say, I'm gonna be pulling like just a couple cards from one card from each deck. I mean to say, maybe a few. Who knows? Whatever. There's a I when I was pulling a bit for some energy earlier, I was seeing a bunch of anger and frustration, which I thought was notable because like I felt it again throughout the day and towards, and just like in relation to thinking about collective energy. I was still feeling that bit of anger, and I was like, "This makes no sense. I don't understand what's going on," because it just came out of it sort of came out of nowhere, but I guess I'll figure it out when I figure it out, you know. But there is a bit of an anger energy. Um, oh, but it's also matched with surrender. So it's like sort of like, have you ever seen the colors red and green next to each other? It sort of almost feels like that, or maybe I don't know, red and purple. I mean to say. That probably doesn't make any sense. Probably only to me and maybe like half of a random person out there. But what I mean to say is it's like it's frustrating. But almost okay, almost think about it like okay, so I can explain it kind of like this. Though with the rainbow, of course, you know it gets red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, and then right after purple is red. So if you think about anger as that red, and you think about surrender as that purple, it's almost like in that cycle of a rainbow in a circle when you go back and forth and red, purple, red. It's almost like if you take a step back, you can go back from red to purple. You know, you can go back from that anger to the surrender. And if that doesn't make sense, I kind of see it like this. There's sometimes where I get like really angry and really angry like over things, and I'm like trying to figure out like why I'm so upset because sometimes I'll be upset at things or people that I really like truly love or care about, and there's no reason why I should be so upset. So I started to wonder like where it's like the root of the issue is coming from. The root that's that red energy, like the root of my like anger. And so what really, because like I can sit in that for a long time, but what really helps me sometimes is kind of just like again, like let go, cry, surrender, like let that flood me so I can really understand what's really like bothering me, because I don't want to put it on anyone else, you know. And I also don't want to fucking feel it anymore. So you get what I'm saying. Um, I like that example of like the red back to the purple because it's definitely taking a step back. And another way you could say it's like perspective, taking a step back to look at the bigger picture, and that's definitely like a surrender energy, like a faith, a purple sort of energy. You know what I'm saying? I hope. I hope. I speak in colors kind of often. I hope. I'm gonna try to not make it super like, but you know, but like super, but either way, it does help. Um, what I got with that anger and surrender, I got a phrase with it too. It was really funny. I got the phrase, I'm not gonna fight you on this, but I will speak my truth. So I don't know if anyone like is feeling that sort of way, but please do. I really do, like, in the most like compassionate but like adamant and self-respecting way. Speak your truth if you need to. Like, you don't have to be like, you don't have to be harsh. You can be yourself, if that is sort of mean. I kind of understand that a little bit too, but it's like if they can take it, like, you know who you're talking to, you know how to operate those situations. Don't go doing no crazy shit, But I don't know. It's important to really speak your truth, but then also definitely like the whole I'm not gonna fight you on this, where it's like I've said my piece. I'm really angry, but I'm gonna surrender and take a step back and let you know exactly what the fuck is my issue or what's going on, and it's not gonna be a battle because I'm not fighting you. I'm really trying to break down the version of myself inside that's having an issue with the situation, and it's not personal, it's just logistical, or even if it is personal, it don't even matter. It's just like this, it has to be solved one way or another because life goes on and it's too short to be having issues out here. I mean, of course everything has its balance, but that's why you gotta stop having the issues, because the part of that balance is not having the issue. I don't know what I'm saying, but let's continue to the last one. um Oh, and this one was kind of nice. So after all that weird like cat stuff and flea stuff, um, the last one I got was, "What's in the box is deeper than expected at first sight." What's in the box is deeper than expected at first sight. So it's like you kind of like open the box, or at first, no more so it's like you look at the box and you think almost sort of like it's something mystical and magical. Then you open it up and it's kind of like sort of small, and it seems smaller than expected. But then you start moving the pieces around, and you actually realize that it actually goes deeper than way deeper than you expected, and it's actually something with quite a bit of information and like a lot of positivity, and sort of it's gonna add some longevity to your. What I mean to say, it's gonna have a long lasting effect. I believe it's gonna have a long lasting effect. Is that everything I got? I think that's everything I got. Let's pull some cards real quick because I gotta start doing some zodiacs soon, which is gonna be pretty fun. And also, I got some art stuff to edit, and also, I'm tired. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I thought we were gonna do the prism first, but I picked up the light seer, so we're gonna do the light seers first. I feel like I changed my mind, and here's why. I don't normally do that. I normally go with that flow, but I changed my mind because I'm trying to keep a little bit of a stable, organized move on what I'm doing here. So just a bit. So maybe that's kind of what you're doing too. You're trying to keep an organized, stable move on what you're doing. Maybe you're trying to you're trying to build something for yourself. I said that and like immediately thought of like beavers and stuff. I don't know why that's funny. Like they're not funny creatures. There's nothing. I mean, I guess it could be comical, but either way, I see. This is why I like and dislike, but also like late night stuff because I start talking about nothing and everything at the same goddamn time. What was I saying? I was saying I changed my mind, and I don't normally do that. And the reason why I noted that out was that, oh, I already explained that. What am I doing here? Either way, I pulled out 3. Can I do 1, please? I'm gonna do 1 card, please. Just thinking. There is, I think, one more thing. I'll make sure I grab it. So sorry, 1 sec. I just keep seeing taking the right steps, too. Just a lot of that. It's a lot of taking the right steps. Taking the right steps without much of a blueprint, which can be very difficult. Very difficult. Okay. My best advice with that, because I feel like I kind of dealt with some sort of a similar issue with, or not issue, but just mountain, obstacle, when it comes to building something for yourself without much of a blueprint. It's the best answer sometimes, but it's the worst answer that I feel sometimes. It's almost like the answer towards how to build yourself in that sense is sort of within the personal journey that you take through experience of life. You can go online and research all day and all night for certain types of different things that you could be and like things that you could want to do and be, but you're never really going to truly get to that answer without some of that time and experience of and not to say it like it's gonna take time, it's almost, because I don't want to sound like that, it's almost just like really truly like it's a mix of letting time pass you by so that, or not pass you by, but letting time move along so that you can experience life and understand what's out there so that you can know what you want and truly like sink into that. And then also a mix of, sometimes it really also too is a mix of things that you've done in like just childhood and like things that you've always done growing up that have been little passions, even if they're hobbies or something stupid or silly. Everything has its specific meaning, everything has its purpose. If you did it as a kid, maybe it had a specific purpose for you now. I and like my family will tell you, or like my family won't tell you this because like they're not really out here telling you stuff, but I've been like drawing random things since I was like young. I know it's like an easy example because like it's like drawing, it's like one of those simple things people can point out, but it's like and that's just my fault because I'm not too well versed on a lot of maybe some other different hobbies that are outside of like art. So maybe that's for me to work on. But like I was saying, I'd been doing art, I draw randomly since like a very very young age, and I did it all the time just as a thing to do because like it was just what made me feel at peace. So it's like the things you do even as a kid that just made you feel at peace. That's a hard thing for me to kind of explain right now just because the emotion's hard to explain, but that is why we're going to get into this spread real quick, or not the spread, but these few cards. So let's get the general overall emotions. We're going to get 1 card, please. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wowza. And I tried to avoid this with another video, but I couldn't. And maybe it's another thing. Maybe you're trying to avoid something and you just can't. I'll say that for sure because I try to avoid a lot of things, and I just can't. But the card, and you can't even see it. F word. I got y'all. That's anger. I'm so sorry if you can't see that, but there are other. It'll probably show up some other time, and you'll see it. You'll see it. That's anger. Wow, that's the general overall emotion. That is something tough. When I said I wanted to do this, I realized that it can't always be like happy stuff, and I don't like that because I don't like explaining non-happy things. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So obviously there could be a lot of anger in this energy, and we're gonna clarify exactly why in a second. But I'm gonna read anger from the book just so we can see. No, I'm gonna pull. I'm changing my mind a lot. There could be a lot of mind. Oh my god. I'm getting pissed off right now with you because I don't know if you're getting pissed off, but I'm getting pissed off. At least because I really just got like a surge of feeling, and I felt it. There could be a lot of mind changing going on. There could be a lot of like things where, or not a lot, but there could be something going on maybe where, you made a commitment or you had something set out, and people are changing their minds on you, or things are switching up on you. People are like plans or maybe messing up. I heard earlier from my sister there's a about like just void of course moon things in general, so there could be a bit of that energy because with void of course and stuff like that, there's a lot of plans that are messed up, and that could cause some anger. But I feel like there's a lot of mind changing, and that could really like probably piss you off. That pisses me off. But let's clarify it to get what's with this anger. Anger, please. Oh, lordy. We got 2 cards for anger. We got the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. An opportunity, potential. There could be an opportunity that feels like it's just potential. Like it's not going anywhere past that potential. Like maybe it's in like a field that feels new, but it's not moving past that newness in a sense. That could be really frustrating. It can be really frustrating. What I wanted to do specifically is because I asked for 1 card and I got 2, and I wasn't too sure about those. I'm going to get 1 more to clarify just to see what this anger is about, because I do feel like there's like some sort of a potential with the Page of Pentacles, sort of a new environment that you're in, and it's like a new opportunity with the Ace, of course, and the Page makes it feel like a young, fresh energy environment for you to learn, like you learn new things, maybe about yourself, maybe about someone else, but it's just like there's probably some anger because maybe it's moving past that. Maybe there's some anger because maybe someone's getting an opportunity that you wanted or that you don't want them to have. I don't know. Strange energy. Strange. Or maybe there's an opportunity you're getting that someone doesn't want you to have. Or maybe maybe it's that. Remember, any of this could be either one. You have to just take it how it feels to you. Or how it sounds, or however you take in information the best, you know? I say feels because I'm a feeler. I think. So, like, that's why. But however you take it in, and however it fits, you know. Let me get 1 card for anger, please. We got the 6 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Wow. Yeah, 6 of Wands definitely sounds like a victory that someone's achieving, that someone's having. Maybe it's you. There could be, but why is there anger? It's interesting. Well, I did say I was going to read out of the book, so let me read anger out of the book and see if that can get me back on some sort of a track. and then we'll wrap up after that. So I don't want to keep it too long. We have anger. This card represents an acknowledgement that anger is a natural part of life. It's okay to feel angry, but what can you do with the immense amount of energy that comes with it? How can you transmute anger into something helpful for yourself and others? Oh, wow, that did help me so much. Thank you. Yeah. The last part where it talked about how can we transmute that anger into something, and I can tell you, my God, all I do is be angry. Honestly, I could be the happiest man in the world and still be angry, and it's okay because like it's a natural feeling for me, and I know that. And the more that I pretend like I don't know that, the worse that it gets. You know. So the best thing that I can do with that is take that and put that into something else. I would like, cause honestly, cause definitely honestly, especially with the Ace of Wands here, I'm gonna be real honest. Like the Ace of Wands could talk about like a passion with that fire energy. It could talk about that passion, that fire, that drive, and that's like Mars energy for sure. And a lot of that could talk about creativity and anger and fire and movement, you know. But it can also talk about like sexual drive. It can talk about um, just your your sexual. I would say more than because there's more than just drive, but you know what I'm saying. It's that movement from within, from that. It's a soul thing. It's a root thing. It's a thing that comes from like from your nature, you know. So it's your nature that's really important here, and it's like even though things may be frustrating and you may be angry at things and it may be within your nature to react a certain way, this is sort of just asking you to find the best way to take that anger and put it into something that really means something to you, you know. Sometimes that surrender feels so annoying because it's like that anger can't, just that itch can't be scratched, where it's like you really just can't make me like happy right now, like I have to be angry. Like sometimes things can be so frustrating, and it's like maybe it really isn't up to them to make you happy, like whatever you're looking for. They of course they help out all the time, but again, like you have control too, and that control is for your free will, and that free will is for you to go and find out how to make yourself happy and how to be there for yourself when no one can, and how to champion yourself when no one can, and how to inspire yourself when no one can, with the Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands, and how to make opportunities for yourself when you can, and how to learn and be in your own fresh environment, and learn from yourself and learn your own terrain, like be with yourself and feel that, and how much that can help you in times of anger, where it's like once you get more in touch with your body and your feelings and just those things, it's like then you can really tap into like how to how to better use your energy in a way that champions you and that doesn't make you like you know because I feel like the opposite of that energy with the anger and the Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands, it's like using that passion to stomp on other people, you know. That's what I feel with the Six of Wands, and the I would say negative-ish side of that is like trampling over people to get that victory, and that's what that could do, you know. It's like what's better in the end? Is it proving to people that you're, the champ, or is it being there for it, or is it showing them what true, you know, self-control, and not just self-control but true surrender is, you know? Because surrender isn't just some passive weak word, you know. I know it doesn't, I know it isn't that, and I know that I'm just assuming, but or just like speaking, but like it can kind of come off that way in some sort of a common sense, and it's really a powerful thing because surrender is to be able to say, I don't got this, but I know someone else does. I don't know. And to believe that, not just to say it, but to believe it. It's something different, you know. And to not, I'm sorry, but not just to say it and to believe it, but to live by it. To say it, to believe it, and to live by it. It's a whole different thing. And it's a whole different thing because it's, I don't know, it's you're gonna come out the champ. I can't believe the Six of Wands came out and I didn't like fangirl and scream because I'm such a fan of that card. Ooh, Six of Wands fan. First of all, some of y'all probably gotta buy a new fan. It sounds like some of y'all probably got a dusty fan. Second of all, it sounds like someone is getting a few fans, maybe around your environment, around your home, your school, your job. Maybe you're doing something that's making you just shine a little bit. I was looking for the empath empowerment because we're gonna pull one from that to give you some empowerment towards this end. Like I said, I want to keep the structure. Oh my God! I said I want to keep the structure, and all the damn cards fell out. I said I wanted structure, and then all the cards fell out. Maybe some of you said you wanted one thing, and now you're changing your mind. I was remembering that. So maybe you said you wanted one thing, and now all things are off the table because something just changed. I don't know. Thank you so much. And y'all got two. Spirit loves y'all. Also, I'm a huge fan of y'all. Y'all have some like interesting energy. It makes me feel fun when I come into it. Like I feel like I'm just talking to like folks that are just like with it, you know. And I like that. I know I whatever. I say whatever to myself when I feel annoying when I hear myself talk. So sorry if I do that a lot. So we have practice patience and center yourself. So practice patience. Press the pause button. Take a day off from being frustrated with yourself or others. Practice reaps great rewards. Yeah, I feel that a lot. I feel a lot, definitely, especially with like we're talking about that control and like you're learning yourself and how you have to take that step by step in practicing learning yourself. You know, that's truly how you're gonna get to know that. You know, and then we have center yourself. Take a few deep breaths to regain your center. Now you can approach life from a more mindful place. So this is definitely about. Oh my God. I thought I said take a few steps back. Did I say that? No, I said take a few deep breaths, making sure. But it says take a few deep breaths to regain your center. Now you can approach life from a more mindful place. And yeah, that's really kind of what I felt with that. With that, take a few deep breaths, that definitely has that surrender. Take a few deep breaths, and I'm laughing because that's usually what people say to people who are angry. You know, like take a few deep breaths, chill out. You know, and that is just kind of hilarious. But that makes sense. I'm praying for you guys. I'm hoping for you guys. I hope you guys are doing well, and that you guys will be feeling pretty good. I will see you guys on the next one, 100%. Hope you guys have a great one. Bye.